So tell me when you start recording, because I already remember. I still remember everything from the episode.
Right now.
I'm playing, but yeah, Sakbase, it's Beetle Boy, and today we'll be doing My Hero Academia episode 45. I forget what episode this is in the season. It's My Hero Academia episode 45. I'm pretty sure it's called What a Twist, and pretty much I'll tell you all the major plot points. I didn't write them down, but just remember. Pretty much, Deku and the gang pull up. Sasuke, Kachan was kidnapped. And pretty much the rest of the episode is how they receive CPL. Today I'm here with the Proxy. Say what's up.
Yo, what's up?
And yeah, we'll start it off. First of all, let me just tell y'all something real quick before we go into the discussion. That if this does make it up onto my channel because copyright isn't killing me, please, this is originally uploaded on the Infinite Gear channel, and please check this out. That's all I gotta say. But continuing, yeah, so I know we haven't done many reviews on this because the dispute and all that, so I'll just catch you up to date real quick. Deku fights Muscular. Muscular is defeated. Deku goes around telling everybody a bunch of random BS
about the villains and their plan to kill Bakugo.
Yeah, another major plot point that happened that helped us wrap it up is that they ran into Tokoyami, who was being possessed by Dark Shadow. Dark Shadow, they had a smart plan where they led Dark Shadow to Moonfish, where he got knocked out.
Okay, so
yeah, but continuing, I think, yeah, we mentioned how they beat Moonfish, and then going on to Moonfish, they ran into Bakugo and all that, and they pretty much had this good, solid plan to protect him. But then what happened is while they were running and they ran into Ochako and Sue, I remember they were like, well, where's Bakugo, right? And then we ran into this magician, who we then find out whose name is Mr. Compress, or whatever, right?
yeah, what happens is Mr. Compress, he takes Bakugo and turns him to like a pearl or something. And after that, he kind of just runs away because his main strategy is escaping. What he does is he escapes. He attempts to escape with Bakugo, but they catch up with him and basically just like slam him. And
WWE just oh my god!
After that,
wait, we gotta roll this clip real quick. Have you ever seen that one Vine where like the skinny kid is fighting the fat kid and the fat kid slap? Like the skinny kid is trying to bully that one kid, bro. Have you seen it?
No, I haven't seen it.
Oh, I'm about to send you it right now, but you get the joke. Listen, yeah, but they try. Apparently, I'm gonna go over his quirk real quick. We find this out later for what he does, but apparently his quirk is that he can like compress things to tiny little like ball things. I'm guessing pearls. So yeah, apparently he's a magician. So they try and whip him around, but he's dipping everything. So he jumps from ice to ice and all that. You know what? Since he's like so nimble, they come up with this plan to pretty much. They do a team combined quirk and they get thrown into the air. And the episode starts off where they can just get slammed into the ground. Proxy, what's your favorite out of the little Vanguard Action Squad? Who's your favorite character real quick? I just had to ask you.
My favorite character out of the people in episode 43 to 45.
Yeah, like the Vanguard Action Squad. The villain group.
Oh, the villain group. Oh, it's kind of hard. I like the guy who was smart, the one with the gas mask.
Oh,
he was pretty cool.
Yeah.
He was pretty cool for the short time he was on.
Yeah.
There was one other guy. What's his name?
Twice? The guy with the personality bull?
Yeah, I kind of like the design for the guy with the weird teeth that had knives in his teeth or whatever. Yeah, it looked kind of edgy, but it was interesting.
Every edgy high schooler's OC, death row convict. Or he looked like any edgy band mascot. But yeah.
Yeah, but if I was to sum it all down, I guess my favorite character would be the one guy with that the one guy with the skin, the weird skin or something. And I kind of forgot the one with he's missing some skin, a layer of his skin is cut off. He was near the end of the episode when they're capturing Bakugo. Episode 45.
Wait, no, the guy with no skin. What was his quirk? Did he have a quirk, or was he talking about
I forgot if he had a quirk or not. It was.
But yeah, but going back into where the episode was headed, once they get over there, their first like plan of attack is like, first of all, the bull Dobby. Oh, you're talking about Dobby. Boom, there we go. Now I remember. Dobby is the bull with the fire.
Yeah.
So yeah, back into the plot. Dobby is just right there, and as soon as they land, Dobby just like with the fire. They all like dodge and try and get out of the way. And something that you gotta take into note here is I remember I be watching anime review people, right? And they always say one of the rules of anime attacks is that fire never works, right? Like in all reality, like, you know, shows like Naruto, they be shooting like fireballs at him and all that, right? And the bulls pretty much become out of scot-free. The fire was actually hurting them. Like bull, I forget what his name is, Dupleon guy. He was like, ah, my arm. But, you know, going off of that, you know, the other heroes start to attack. Todoroki tries to ice up the bull twice, and Twice is like, oh my god. Twice is honestly, just because he's funny and like, you know, the Deadpool ripoff, he's like really funny, like,
yeah.
The split personality. He was like, I'm easily able to dodge this. He's like, watch out, man.
He honestly kind of reminds me of if I was to make a comparison, he reminds me of, if you've ever watched Naruto, the people in the comments or people who are going to watch this video, if you ever remember him, it was Toby back in kind of like the saga, I'd put it, from when he was with Deidara, and he was like really goofy, and yeah, he was really goofy before he turned into like straight up, you know, quote unquote Madara.
But you know, we get another scenes with, I really wish we had reviewed the other episodes, and maybe we might review the episodes later, but like, we got Toga coming up. You know, Toga's just weird, my guy. But she's like, hey,
yeah, Toga's the one who's in love with Izuku. Yeah. Or Deku, as you can call him.
Yeah, but she's like, hey, Deku, I love you, bye. And oh yeah, so they're about to take off, and I think like he was about to, like, they were finally about to land a hit on them or something, and then the Warp Gate hero shows up, right? And like they pretty much like block them in the way. Now they're about to leave off with all the villains. They're about to leave off with all the people, right? And the last second, I remember from last episode, the bull was hiding. You know, the naval laser guy came up out of a bush. My man's right here is a straight camper. Just came out waiting for the right opportunity and shot him with the laser. And so at first, something that I forgot to mention too is that they showed him that he had it in his pockets, right? That they thought the pearls were in his pockets, and I'm pretty sure at first they thought they took it out of him.
Yeah, here's what happened. They thought the pearls were in his pocket, but of course, because they had to fit this into the episode because of the magician techniques, they're actually hiding inside his mouth, I guess.
Okay, you already know what My Hero fanfiction's coming next. But
yeah, the pearls or whatever they were, they're hiding inside his mouth, and he took them out. He's like, yeah, I had them the whole time. And I'm about to escape with them.
Yeah, but the bull shoots him with a laser and it makes him like go out with the mouth. Now, I don't know what they do to defend this, but they just end up saying, you know what, release the bird boy. We're just taking Bakugo. Something that triggered me so badly, right? Like if I was in that situation, yo, Bakugo. Did you notice how Bakugo was just sitting there looking dumbfounded, just letting him grab?
Yeah, the second he was released from the pearl, he was just sitting there dumbfounded for no reason. I didn't really get that part. Maybe after being released, there's like a paralyzing, maybe like a paralyzing thing that happens to you.
The reason I don't think that is because he was acting dumb. Like he had like that same face expression when they were talking about the plane they were checking. You know what I'm saying? Like I think he was actually just acting slow like I was before. So I was like, bro, what are you doing? But you know, they finally pull off with him, right? And Deku's all like, SASUKE! And pretty much mission lost. And, you know, we regress over to like a few days later. And oh my gosh, I love how like they bring in like different plot points of like how it's not just, oh, it's the life of heroes. And everybody loves heroes. There's like, you get to see like pretty much like the world's different perspectives on the heroes. And like when things go bad, how people different respond to it. You know, we don't get to see how different people think about Boku being a fighter. You know what I'm saying? Like, My Hero, right? So
that's the difference between, yeah, what Prof was saying, that's the difference between this anime compared to others. The difference is that instead of just focusing on the main cast, the society and the people around them affect how their status and how they'll even like combat with each other. That's kind of one fault though. Like that single plot point that like a lot of animes that don't have, they focused on that a bit too much by saying like they kind of imply it too much that like that's their greatest weakness, that like that's all they have. Like without that, people are gonna just like, it feels like they're just gonna completely like shut them down. And without, they kind of imply it out to be like, oh yeah, their powers are completely controlled by that. That's one fault from that.
Yeah, but everybody's around UA and pretty much to like, oh, why don't you say something, boy? You got some kids kidnapped and shit. And we pretty much see how nobody's inside the school except some of the staff. And then this is another thing that I really that's going to be expanded upon. You got like Midnight, the principal, earphone jack guy, and All Might just sitting there. And then they're like, oh man, this was an L, right? And then the microphone jack guy, right? He stands up and he's like, you know what? We're all thinking it. At this point, I think there's a traitor. And the reason he says that is because they were able to break into USJ and you know, nobody really knew when they were going to USJ, and they were able to break into the campsite and nobody really knew where the campsite was.
Yeah, that's what happened.
I really think this is like something that's gonna, I wonder who's the traitor, but I'm not gonna get too much into that. And All Might, you get to really see, like, I love to see how like All Might responds to some stuff, because he's like, oh man, I'll never forgive myself. I was just taking a hot bath while all this was happening.
Yeah, one other thing is here's one criticism I have for this episode though.
Yeah.
Because you know, there's no such thing as a perfect anime episode, but I didn't really like how they tried doing the similarities to Naruto. Now, if you remember the one saga where Naruto and Sasuke falls into the Orochimaru's hands, and that feels like what's being boiled down at this point, similarity between Bakugo falling into the Vanguard Action Squad or the League of Villains.
Yeah.
And you know how I hope they don't do the thing where what happens is they're trying to go back and Sasuke doesn't want to go back, he wants the power. Bakugo doesn't want to go back.
I really hope they don't do that, if we're being honest.
Yeah, if they do that, then I'll be disappointed. I'll still watch it, but I'll just be disappointed because that's just something like
Bakugo just becomes all edgy. He's like, no,
yeah.
No, Deku. I'm gonna become Hokage, but I'm gonna be evil. Oh, that'd just be awesome. I gotta start drawing. That's my new fan art. Edgy Sasuke back from Bakugo.
Yeah, but that's one criticism I have. They made it too similar. They should have made it at least a bit different to how it was, to how that is. But you know, whatever. I don't think that's what they were going for. I'm pretty sure that's not what they're going for.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it kind of seems like that, but in my opinion, I think I like where that was headed a little bit anyway. You know, it kind of does seem a little bit too similar, but it was a good plot point for them to try to steal Bakugo, because we knew from the start of the series that Bakugo was just edgy, kind of angry, and it makes sense that they just wanted to steal him because, he looks like he could be a villain. Because if we're being honest, Bakugo looks like the Vegeta character that can never, that isn't a Vegeta character yet, you know?
He looks like he'd be the Vegeta character, and you know, all the other characters would be like the Z fighters, and you know, whatever. Izuku would be Boku.
All I'm saying by that, him being the Vegeta character is the type of character that's I'm right under protagonist, main character son. I'm always striving to be better than him, but I can't be. You know?
Yeah, but that's the thing you change though. That's not really his motive. His motive is why is he in the front?
But moving on from that, we were talking about how he got kidnapped and all that. He moves. All Might moves out of the room and he hops on a phone. And apparently, we get back to the plot point to where apparently last episode, Momo along with this one Class B dude stuck a tracking device onto Nomu. And that combined with some searching around by the police, they pretty much found what might be the location of one, where Bakugo's kidnapped, and two, the villain's lair. And then All Might beefens up, and he's like, you know what? When I see them, I'm gonna tell them that I am here. And we really get the plot thickens. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Can't wait to see. I can't wait to see what goes down there. And then moving on, we finally get down to how the kids react for the most part, and we see Deku in the hospital and all that. He's waking up. It said he fell in and out of seizures and all that. I love kind of how, it's just the little things, man. Because everybody I remember in the community was getting mad at nurse lady said not to use his arms, and if he used his arms, it could go really, really bad. At least they bring up there was bad effects from it. And you do get to see because remember in the beginning of the series how he was just ripping through one for all with his hands, right?
Yeah.
And now he can't even sit in there. He has cast on right now. That's how bad it is. The girl couldn't just kiss him up back together. So just a little thing. But so the Bulls go back in there and pretty much they get up into this big argument because what happens, right, is they all go to see Deku, and then Kirishima is like, yo, I want to go to Momo and get another tracking device so we can break them down, but then we get into that another argument to where, well, you guys can't really do nothing yet, y'all don't have your hero pass, but you gotta do what's right? What do you think about that? Like, they want to use their powers to stop the enemy, they'll have the chance to stop the enemy, but they don't have the right things to do. Like, I'm pretty sure it was something like, you guys don't have your hero passes yet to defend, like, you know, defend themselves.
Yeah.
I think it's still wrong that they want to go stop them, even though they don't have the hero pass.
I do not think it's wrong, but like, here's one thing that I kind of like how they added that little thing to it, because you know how, like, let's think of, like, I guess this may only apply to schools in the North America.
Yeah.
But the thing about it is, it's kind of true, like, there's that rule where you can't really defend yourself.
Yeah.
If you get in a fight or something. And I kind of like how they add that little touch saying, oh yeah, you can actually defend yourself against someone trying to attack you.
You defend yourself, but you're not, like, blatantly allowed to attack them, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but if it was like any other kind of thing, and you have to let people, like, you can only defend, you can only quote unquote defend yourself by, you can't attack them.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, but you just have to wait for heroes if it was a different circumstance.
That's the thing that makes me angry. I'm like, dang, because, bro, that's what I meant by the feels. Like, everybody's taking around the L, and then another plot point that we got to see was that when Deku got up, apparently there were some pictures and stuff next to him, and apparently his mom wanted to call him after he got up. Yo, I cannot wait to see how his mother responds. It's just another thing I was thinking the whole time the series started, right? Like, the things I wanted to know was like, I wonder how his mom reacted when, you know, she saw her, like, smash a robot on TV, or I wonder how she reacted, because, like, bro, those were all the times I was thinking, like, oh man, I want to see Deku's mom react to him blowing away a bunch of ice. She never responds to that, but I'm like, dang, oh my god, because, like, how would your mother feel about this, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That is just like ripping at the heartstrings when she was like, Deku, I can't do this no more. I really think that the story will go around or something like that.
What I can see from that one small plot point of how it's affecting his mother is that what they're gonna probably try to do is they're probably gonna try to fit in a little filler episode to debate on that and, you know, what's going on with what's like that. Also, one other thing, how come, like, his mother, like, turned from, like, super skinny to, like obese?
Oh god. I'm just dang. I can't even say that she just kept using her quirk instead of picking stuff up again herself, because one thing you also gotta consider is how come she's short now? Like, there's no explaining that.
Yeah, it's kind of like, okay, I don't know why.
That's kind of weird. But, you know, moving on, what else is there to move on to besides? Oh yeah, that's really kind of it. They were debating over what to do this or not, and then Kirishima's like, you know what, as my pride as a man, I have to go help them, right? And then he turns to Deku and he's like, yo, you gotta help me, son. Think about it, man. And then
yeah,
he's all, like, his face is also weighted like that, and then the episode's ending.
But to, like, so is this going to be the end of the review, or?
Yeah, this is the end of the review. Just tell me what you think about the end episode in general. You know, like.
Okay, so if I was to say, like, here, I'll say this though. This is before you guys get, like, angry over this not being a intense-filled episode like the previous. You do have to mention that this is like I guess not the falling action, but the conclusion of this arc, and that means a lot because, you know, it's the start of something new. And you know, there's two things I think that's going to be happening in the next episode. It might be filler, but it might not be filler, so we're gonna have to wait to see that. But in my general opinion of how this episode was plotted out and how it was made, I think it was an alright episode. I mean, nothing like exciting to see, because it was just like the conclusion. It was the conclusion.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess I'll say like 7 out of 10. Good episode.
Yeah. I really this, if anything, I was really in my bag when I saw this episode, because, like, I felt the L. Like, you know, they were trying their hardest. And Deku was, like, kind of beating himself up because he was referencing how Aizawa told him he was right. And you know, in the first season, Aizawa told him, like, if you just break your bones in one blow or something like that, you won't be able to help him. And that really came to bite him in the butt, because like that's pretty much what happened when he was leaving. He could have just like full cow gone into the warp gate or something like that and at least done something, but like his bones were broken, he couldn't really help. And another thing that just got me hyped, it's just a cool little idea in my head, bro. Trying to imagine All Might break into that small little building, bro. I'm trying to just imagine him with an AK or something like that, or just like, oh man, like a Rambo, like Rainbow Six Siege tactical break-in. I really want to see how that's gonna play out. But yeah, I'll rate this 7 out of 10 too. This was a great episode.
Yeah, it was alright. I'm pretty sure. I'm excited for what's in store. Like, this is one of those episodes that gets you pumped up to watch the next one.
Yeah. Another thing I hate though is how My Hero just be like, they know how to cut off the perfect cliffhanger, my guy. Oh my god, it really hurts me sometimes.
It does hurt, but you do gotta understand, like,
that's what gets you hooks to watch the next episode.
Yeah, they can't just be like, oh yeah,
that's how it all
everything's including today.
Yeah.
Because people are gonna be like, oh, well then why would I watch the next episode if I already knew what I wanted to watch in this one?
Yeah, they just really be tugging at my heartstrings though. That great episode. Yeah, but that's the end of the review. I really hope y'all like it. If this does end up on my channel, just remember again, yada yada gear channel. You know, also support my fellow gear member Proxair, link in description. Thank you for helping me out with this review. And oh man, yeah, I'm gonna try my best for like, I'm gonna try and get, you know, a review up on here every week. It'd be like the worst if I just skip an episode of the My Hero reviews. And yeah, I'm a, you know, new series. Can't wait till the end of My Hero and all that. Got my boy Proxair on here now.
Yep.
Alright, yeah, see you guys in the next one. Au revoir.
Goodbye.